Hi, good morning. So I decided that I'm going to continue making like these mini vlogs. Oh, look at little Frederica. She's getting so big. It's actually the exact same size that I got her. But okay, today I have to do big kid things, and I'm going to bring in my van to get all of my winter studded tires turned over to summer tires and to go get an oil change, and I am not excited. The appointment is actually at 1 o'clock and it is like 5 to noon, so I'm gonna go have a super quick shower and get ready. Alright, so I just had a quick shower, blow dried my hair, it is looking crazy. Trying out some designer scruff today. Quick little outfit of the day. I've got this orange knit sweater with this like coral salmonish denim jacket and some plum purple pants. Oh, and of course you can't forget the super cute matching pink belt. I am obsessed. But for anybody curious, this is what a studded tire looks like for northern icy conditions like northern Alberta where I live. And I'm just getting my other 3 tires like that changed off. That one actually went flat. I don't know if it's popped or what, but I took it off and put on my spare the other day. I am far too weak for this, and I forgot to finish styling my hair. And these are the rest of my summer tires, not that anybody cares. So funny that this is like the in style right now, because this is exactly how my friend Shane and I used to do our hair while we were in high school. It's time to go. So I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but I am so not excited for this appointment. This is the kind of adulting activities that gives me like so much anxiety, and I'm just not here for it, but it needs to be done, so here we go. Also, I love that literally both of my masks that I have in my vehicle completely match my outfit. I have like this plumish burgundy one that's literally the same color as my pants, and then I have this orange one that's literally the same color as my sweater. B-roll! There's nobody around here, so I'm taking my mask off for a second, but it makes me super nervous that I just dropped off my vehicle and I just talk to a person like at the front counter and give them my key. I don't actually talk to like the mechanic and be like, yeah, these are the tires that I want, and this is the tire that's a spare, and whatever oil I'm going to need, so that makes me a little anxious. Well, I'm not about to walk around Canadian Tire for the next 2 hours, so I'm gonna go for a little stroll. Something called Hampton Inns and Suites sounds way too fancy for this town. Like, that sounds like a big city name. So they just called me back and said that all of my tires have weather cracking on the inside and outside, and that I need an entire brand new set. I mean, sounds legit to me, but my dipstick apparently needs to be changed. My mom came and dropped off this one with me because, oh yes, this one, because she was going to work and wanted somebody to babysit Mr. Chu for the day, so I got my baby. You happy? Are you happy? Are you happy, boy? Yes, you're busy. 2.5 hours later, and we are still waiting. Okay, so I'm just leaving Canadian Tire. This ended up taking like 3.5 hours. Apparently my vehicle needs new tires and an alignment. I didn't think that I was going to need new tires because I had all 4 of my new tires like I showed you in the bags. Now I'm excited to go home and have a monster. It's like what I'm craving today. Also, I usually don't have a problem with my mask, but today while I was wearing my mask, I was like overheating to the point that I felt like I was going to pass out in every single building that I was in. I was like, oh my god, dying in the line at the dollar store. Also, my ex-girlfriend got COVID and she is currently quarantining right now for the next few weeks. And that is literally the first person I know that has got COVID. So it's like we hear all of these massive numbers in the media, and there is like a massive amount of people that are being affected by this, truly, but in rural communities like where I live in Grand Prairie, Alberta, this is the first person that I've ever actually heard of that I know getting COVID, and it's my ex-girlfriend. You know this one? You know that one? Bye! Did you make your barks? Make your barks? Make your barks? Oh, excuse me? Is your beagle puppy? Yeah? Any dog show today? How's my Tasha dog? Here's my Tasha. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. All right, well, I am officially home. A few hours have passed and I've been just sitting in my van outside my house editing this vlog when comes on the radio that we are back in full lockdown. I'm so tired of this COVID stuff. We keep getting freed into like phase 2 and then the cases rise and we go right back into a lockdown like a week later. And we're still not allowed to hang out with friends, even if it's social distance. Like, all we're allowed to do is see people from our own house. No studios are open like that, and now dining and restaurants and stuff are closed up again. But I'm like, I haven't been able to hang out with my friends in like a year. Come on. Okay, real talk though. Can Trisha Paytas go literally one day without insulting an entire community? Like, she is constantly going on about how people need to stop discrediting her for her mental health when all she does is make a mockery of people with mental health issues. For example, I don't know what BDP is, Trisha. I'm assuming you mean borderline personality disorder, BPD, in which people with BPD have borderline episode, and it is not the same thing as a manic episode. And we don't need you downplaying what a bipolar manic episode is as some kind of quirky BPD trait, because a borderline episode is not the same as a manic episode, which is extremely severe and can last up to weeks or months at a time. And there's nothing quirky or funny about this in any way, shape, or form. So let's not.
Oh, so you're one of those people who comes in like an emergency situation and like gets you on the stretcher in the truck and takes you to a hospital? No. That's a paramedic. I'm a paranoid schizophrenic.
And now, allegedly, Trisha has been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. And now, I am no psychiatrist, but as somebody that was kidnapped for 7 years by a paranoid schizophrenic, I would say that no, highly unlikely that you do. But like I said, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know her diagnosis, but why would I believe her about this? How is this any different than any other mental health community that she insulted, claiming that she had that illness or claiming that she was transgender or any of those things in the past? It's just crap.
We're running out of time.
I know.
Dan, how long have we been going?
About 50 minutes.
Fuck. We have 10 minutes to talk about this, or we're not going to get to
I
it.
was just gonna say, I feel like
Okay,
your
wait.
Tourette's has been cured, and then you're like, I haven't seen you spaz out.
I'm not. That wasn't a. That wasn't
that
Tourette's.
derogatory?
Fuck. I don't do. That's not Tourette's.
No,
I was frustrated that we can't stay on track.
but I thought you were faking your Tourette's because when I went for
No,
cold,
I don't do it. Okay, here. You posted. Let's focus. I'm not going to get
And
derailed.
lastly, we have that marvelous gem of a clip in which you just watched that was from the Frenemies podcast. And it was also posted on her TikTok because she thought it was super funny or something. But what we're not going to do is start calling a Tourette's tick or an autistic tick or an ADHD tick somebody spazzing out. Like, how can you say that, especially to somebody that is a close friend and someone you work with? If this was a real talk show, you would have been fired for that. If this was a real job and you were employed by somebody, you would have been fired for that. You would have lost your job. And I have approximately zero sympathy for this woman at this point. She has proved time and time again that all she cares about is insulting crowds to get some views, to raise a controversy. And she's now found an entirely new demographic to troll onto with this new audience on TikTok. Oh, and now she's been blessed with this gem of a Frenemies podcast so that she can share all of Ethan's new audience and troll onto them as well. Can she just go away? Anyways, that is the end of this vlog from the floating head. Don't worry, I don't actually use my computer like this. I just decided to use the screen for lighting. Anyways, hope you liked the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.